This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Well, guys, the alley-oop is probably the most exciting play in basketball, right? Mavs head coach and Hall of Famer Jason Kidd said, quote, "It can come from anywhere on the court, and that's what makes it so fun and creative. A lot of things can go wrong, but when it's connected, it's a beautiful..."
Well, he lobbed up a lot of them in his day. Thanks, Allie. Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. And for the Timberwolves, it's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
Pass to Edwards. Inside. Tipped away and stolen by Williams. The putback. Got a hand on it. "13 feet out. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
It's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Edwards for three. Buries it from three. The Kings have gone 1 for 3 so far. That's tipped. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, that's Edwards on both ends. First the D with the steal. Then he's able to finish off the break solo.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it. And he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside, Williams. Edwards pulls it in.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Count it. Good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Perkins. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebound.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Uses the glass on the layup.
They're really working the paint now.
Timeout called. Sacramento. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
They ran away with this season series last year. It was one of the few teams they could beat.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor, but you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with.
It's Edwards on the wing. Plenty of space. And a two-handed jam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
He shoots it. Offensive board. Tries again. And he lays it in. He has 6.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And so he hits both. Well, Clark, when you joined the NBA in 1982, there were around 300 players. Nowadays, it's over 500.
Watered down now, but there are more good players, so I think it's basically an expansion of the talent level we see across the world. And the world is where the game is played, and that continues to be demonstrated by the number of international players that continue to make a mark on the NBA. So overall, I think it's a good thing to see the number of players expand at the NBA level.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by Sacramento. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Diakete. And that one is hammered home.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Rebound, Minnesota.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And the bucket is good.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And he comes up with a bucket. 6 points for him.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Harris outside. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
1 second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves liking their chances.
The Kings, 11. Ready to move? Here are your...
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Sacramento.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Miller. Clock at 6. The 11-footer doesn't go for him.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Sacramento grabs the miss. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
From 12 feet. Here's Stewart. Sacramento again missing.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
To the inside, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. And stolen by Stewart. To the middle. And the layup is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. From deep. Sinks the tray. He's got 6.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the...
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 is up. Unable to get that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. That'll be their 3rd game on the road with 7 games total on the schedule. It's picked off. Connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Miller. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Minnesota calls time here. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Blocked! It's tipped. From the stripe. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Diakete. 6 points for him. And he dunks it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Harris. Down low. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
High-value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Here's Miller, hounded by Harris. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Good on both. Minnesota's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. That shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. To the paint. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Minnesota has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Back to Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Down low. 6 to shoot. And he lobs it up top. And he goes in for the dunk.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
And so it's Minnesota continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break.
21.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And that'll about
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Sacramento is shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Diakete grabs the miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And for Sacramento, that one goes. Count it.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Timberwolves shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. The kick out to Edwards. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has got 11 points.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but sure looked good there.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he drops the first. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. To the middle. And rejected. And he gets it back. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked. Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fella.
Here's Diakete. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And they're just staying with possessions on the offensive glass and getting rewarded for it. You have to love the hustle.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Off target at the rim. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Harris is checked in for Edwards. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Come on, let me hear you.
Williams on the wing. There's the block.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Looking to end this cold spell. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
To the inside, Perkins. That shot off the mark. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They'll take on the Magic at Amway Center after this one, and that starts a 4-game road trip for them.
This energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Diakete grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. A minute 31 left in the third quarter. Goes up from the top of the key, and the shot is good. Harris making the play. 18 points for him.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Here's Perkins, and the basket is good.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
This one has been all about effort for them, in my opinion. Hitting the offensive glass hard, getting those extra points off extra possessions. That's big-time work there.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, a double-digit deficit. They're going to have to play better. They need more of this kind of aggressive play.
The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. The Kings shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Softly drops in the floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Fires the 3, and Caldwell Pope gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the night. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Minnesota in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Defense is setting the tone, and don't go far. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
And for Sacramento.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And it's Williams off the dribble. Oh, what a hammer!
Oh, man! This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Another shot. 4 on the clock. And it's good on the lay-in.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it could be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures in different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
So both teams changing it up here.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency is, you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Harris, guarded closely. They get it again, tries again, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He's off on the first.
At the line for your Timberwolves, number 45.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. The Kings have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Perkins. Missed inside.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
Yep, that one goes.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
The 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning
Timberwolves
and have not stopped.
Number 10.
You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions.
For Sacramento.
Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes, as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting, kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Knocked away.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Inside. Back to Davis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
Ooh, poked away. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in.
Jaden McDaniels.
Off the inbound pass. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here are the Timberwolves. They lead by 17. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Oh, they get a hand on it. 2 points. That one goes.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.